Welcome to Living in Memphis, the YouTube channel dedicated to helping folks consider the positives and negatives on a move to Memphis. Mostly we talk positive though, because Dane, he's not a negative guy.
Won't do it. I love it here. I think everyone should move. Not everyone.
He can't talk negative about Memphis.
Won't do it. That's right.
I will though, however.
This guy.
There are very few negatives in Memphis.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll fight you on the others.
Let's talk about the fun that can be had in Memphis and our favorite festivals. If you love live music, if you love music in general, this is just an incredible place to live because the music history here is unquestionably the best of any place in America. There is something about Memphis, Tennessee that brings the best artists in America.
There is a soul about it. There's some heart that you can just feel, and it's something that comes through in our music, and it's something that there's so many amazing things that you've heard on the radio that were made right here in Memphis.
Yeah. And it's amazing. I found out just the other day, we were shooting some stuff over in Midtown. We were by Arden. I had no idea that ZZ Top recorded there.
That's cool.
I had no idea that Stevie Ray Vaughan recorded there. I knew Led Zeppelin 3 was recorded there because, of course, that's folklore of another rock magnitude. But the music history that you receive in this town, it's something that's unique to it. And it just breeds great musicians, and we love going to concerts here. We love having a good time. Best festival on 3. 1, 2, 3. Memphis in May.
Well, it's a barbecue fest specifically for me. Okay, Memphis in May is this 4-week thing. It's in May, and it's broken up in a handful of different pieces. But without a doubt, my favorite part of Memphis in May, my favorite festival in the entire city, it's Barbecue Fest.
Listen, man, I'm not going to argue with you. And my company just got signed on yesterday to be the video company for Keith Riles Barbecue.
Okay, so legend.
I will be in their tent for 4 days straight, doing nothing but documenting barbecue, and I couldn't be happier about it.
Documenting, okay, yeah. Sampling, documenting, okay.
Okay, what do you need to know about Barbecue Fest before you come? You have to have an invite to really enjoy it.
You gotta know people.
I know it stinks. Hey, find Dane, find me. We'll help you out, we'll get you in a tent somewhere. But you gotta know somebody to get into a tent. Once you get into a tent, they give you all the food you want. They give you all the beer you want. Drink responsibly.
It's a good time though. It's a lot of good time. And it's a party that's unlike other things because it's got this personality about it in that there's just team after team after team lined up there. And everybody's having like the best party they've had. It's not just like a tailgate on steroids. It's bigger than that. You have some of these 3-story, just massive barbecue teams here that have this awesome party that's rocking until the early hours of the morning. And it's all just like this, the whole city's on vacation for this handful of days in May.
Don't worry about driving there. Get an Uber, y'all.
Yes.
Don't even worry about driving. So we both agree on that. Music Fest, of course, happens in May as well. So usually Music Fest is the first weekend. Barbecue Fest is the 3rd weekend in May. If there's any time to visit Memphis, you got to do it in May.
Absolutely.
Music Fest, of course, it attracts some of the biggest lineups. It's a great time. Is it going to be here or at the Liberty Bowl?
Yeah.
We don't know. Is it going to be downtown? I don't know.
For years, it was down right there on the river at Tomley Park. They're doing some amazing renovations down there. It looks really cool what they're doing, but you also look at it and you go, where are they going to put all the tents and where are they going to put all the bands and what? Okay, well, this is going to be a thing, right? And trying to figure out where it's going to go. Smarter people than me are going to have to figure that out.
Well, and usually we have 250 cooking containers down there. They're saying this year they can only have room for 150 cooking containers. So I don't know what's going to happen there, and it should be interesting to find out. But hey, come to Memphis and you can check it out for yourself. What is your second favorite festival outside of Memphis in May? Because everybody's going to say Memphis in May.
Yeah, so one of the things that is newer to the city, but I have a really good time with it, so there's a brew fest they do. That's a beer festival. This past year, I know it was down at the Liberty Bowl, at Simmons Bank Memorial Stadium, I believe is what it's called now. And
if you're from Memphis, you just call it the Liberty Bowl.
That's exactly right.
We don't call it.
It's where the University of Memphis plays football, and they do a really good job. You get to taste all kinds of beers there from all across the country. Set up little tables, and you take your little cup around, and you get to taste just all kinds of stuff to say, hey, I'm going to find out what I like. Some other cities have events like this. This is just a fun, uniquely Memphis.
How many people were there? Was it a lot of people?
It's still in the early stages.
Okay.
They're only a handful of years into doing this, and it takes time. I think one of the years they had like crazy weather or something, so it's growing. It's just a one-day thing, but it's something to where if you're a beer drinker, you're going to be hard pressed to find an event where you're going to get to sample as many beers of different varieties and really get to find stuff that you wouldn't have normally stumbled across on your own.
Yeah, I got to check it out. You taught me into it. I got to say my second favorite would have to be Crawfish Festival.
That was going to be my number 3.
Just because the weather is always, I don't know why that particular weekend, it's just always so nice.
Boy, I've been out there cooking before. It's I don't know what it is, but like it's in that weird, is it spring, is it summer stretch of Memphis to where there are days you will have that are absolutely perfect and there's nowhere else on the planet that has weather this nice. And then you can find that same day next year thinking it's going to be the same and you will be sitting on the inside of the sun.
Yes.
I've had one of those sitting on the inside of the sun days as I was volunteering at Crawfish Festival a handful of years ago. But generally speaking, it's so much fun. And the people watching's a good time. It's a lot of fun to do Crawfish Festival.
Crawfish Festival, great. And if you don't like crawfish, you got to start to eat it. I'm sorry. Listen, they have shrimp too. You can eat some shrimp, but
They got all kinds of food trucks. You can get pronto pups and whatnot done. It's a festival.
pronto pups are a whole other thing.
It's great.
We could do a whole segment on pronto pups. Pronto pups, by the way, are corn dogs. They're Memphis corn dogs. We don't call them corn dogs here.
So much more than that. It's whatever they're doing to it. I don't know what's different about it from it being a corn dog and a pronto pup, but it's the best. The pronto pup just tastes better. It's made with love.
My child loves it. All right, so we heard your 3. Do you have another one for favorite festival?
So it's, if I was breaking it out again, Barbecue Fest is where I lump in there one. I love Music Fest as well. We already covered Memphis in May though. We've covered Crawfish Festival, Brew Fest. I mean, there's a ton of great ones here. Memphis Fest is one. I haven't been to it yet, but I know it's been a good time.
I wish I was cool enough to go to Memphis Fest.
Yeah.
I think once you cross the line of 35, you're not allowed to go anymore.
Hey, they had widespread panic there, and I'm sure they had some older people there.
Listen, I watched Widespread Panic at some of Memphis and Mays back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've done a thing or two.
See?
Yeah, no, but something I want to check out. Everybody's really into this. I'll have to see. If you guys are watching Memphis Fest, please, Dane and I would like to come.
We'll come look at it and have a good time, drink a beer, eat a pronto pup. I think it'll be a good time.
We'll bring cameras with us. Come on now.
Yeah.
We'll do it for free. 4th of July at Germantown too. This is a hidden one that I think that people kind of missed the boat on. I love taking my family out to this event.
Yeah. So similarly, Carnival has one as well. They do it usually on back-to-back days, and they alternate around. So check the calendar. Lakeland does when there's several places that do one of these. Germantown and Carnival do a phenomenal job. Downtown has one as well, where they're shooting out over the river. But finding one of the cool fireworks spots around town on the 4th of July, it's fun just because the families have a good time. You got kids running around. It's a blast.
Yeah, you got the bands playing. They got the high school bands out there just honking and getting at it, and the fireworks are like right in front of you, and it's so family friendly, and it's just a good environment. If you're looking to raise a family, there's no place better you could look for than here in Memphis, Tennessee. A really good place to raise a family. Wherever
you end up moved to in the Memphis area, check out and see what your local municipality has for 4th of July, because it's next level. You will go and you will be like, man, I wish they had something like this where I live, because it's just a special spot to be for sure.
Hey, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. We'd love to tell you more about Memphis related cool stuff.